person you aspire to be?
Aspire not to have more, but to be more.
Aspire nobly, adventure daringly, and serve humbly.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
And welcome to Aspire 2017, the division company.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us recognize the dignitaries who will make their way into this hall for the grand entrance.
Leading the flag march, we have District 82 Club Group Director, Toastmasters, Sama Mahalinga.
Also, Division Director, Division A, Distinguished Toastmaster, Yasas Hewage, followed by the Division A leaders.
ආරකට පොඩක් මේක
With that, we would like to thank our inquiries on stage and request them to take their seats.
We'd like to proceed with the lighting of the oil lamp. I'd like to call upon Club Road Director, District 82, Toastmasters Sarma Mahalinga. Division Director, Division A, Distinguished Toastmaster Harsha Subhashana. Club Road Director, Division A and Conference Chair, Distinguished Toastmaster Trishna Pinto. Club Retention Chair, Division A and Conference Chair, Toastmaster Diane Kundasingha.
We also have Area Director, Area A1, Toastmaster Manik Visadayaka, Area Director, Area A2, Toastmaster Askinur Singh, Area Director, Area A3, Toastmaster Oshan Lianage, Area Director, Area A5, Toastmaster Ramesh Kumar Kurubaya.
We also invite Division A Administration Manager, Toastmaster Thakshila Jayatilaka, Division A Finance Manager, Toastmaster Dilani Ratnaraja, Public Relations Manager, Toastmaster Pavitra Balasurya, and Division A Chief Judge, Distinguished Toastmaster Chatra Surya Rati.
welcome to Aspire 2017. Now, if your loved ones couldn't join you today, did you know that this opening ceremony is streamed online, that they could actually witness now? Yes, it is online on D82 Facebook website. If you could text them and tell them to log in and check this and witness what you're witnessing at the brilliance of this conference today. I have a question for you. Did you ever have a dream? Well, I'm going to tell you a story. This is the story of a little girl who cried in front of a chessboard because she couldn't seem to win a chess game. But she aspired to be a champion. Years of practice, years of playing, trying again and again and losing. She managed to become one of the national chess champions. And she's none other than my co-host today, Yasas Hewage.
Well, I don't know about all that, but I know the story of a little boy with a speech impediment who struggled to put words together. Yet he dreamed of becoming a confident public speaker. With that dream in mind, he escaped his comfort zone and today is the smooth talker you see in front of you, my co-host,
Whether it's leadership, entrepreneurship, public speaking, whatever it is, do not be afraid to dream big. Ladies and gentlemen, to welcome all of you big dreamers to today's conference. We would like to invite a little lady with towering aspirations. She has started her career in the finance sector and she aspired to escape the drudgery and become so much more. And now, today, she runs a company on her own and she is a TV presenter and an event presenter. The past of Pinnacle Toastmasters Club, and she is the district champion of Toastmasters International Evaluation Conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome distinguished Toastmaster Trishma Pinto.
Good morning, Toastmaster, and welcome to the Division A Media Conference of District 82, Aspire 2017. I recently read a very interesting story that told me about the truth of aspiration. We all know who Orville and Wilbur Wright were, don't we? They are the legends who invented the airplane. But before we knew them as that, and before they could ever aspire to build a flying machine, they were first and foremost humble bicycle mechanics. Not many of us know that. More than 100 years ago, on December 17, 1903, on a beach in North Carolina, their aspiration to fly led them to manage the first powered flight in an aeroplane that flew for all of 59 seconds. That was the first time a machine like that flew in air. And so the Wright brothers, excited with this achievement, they sent a telegram to their sister in Ohio. And the telegram said this: first sustained flight today for 59 seconds. Stop. Hope to be home for Christmas. Stop. That was the telegram they sent their sister. And their sister, in absolute thrill and delight, took the telegram down to the local newspaper and handed it over straight to them, because this was big news, and this was news that was worthy to make headlines. Headlines it did make. In the leading newspaper of Ohio, the headlines that were splashed across the front page said, "Popular local bicycle merchants to be home for Christmas." I read this story and I thought to myself, ouch, what a disconnect. Here we had two brilliant people with great aspirations, and yet the significance of their achievement was completely overlooked. At the newspaper, understand what was happening. Because the Wright brothers were well known in Ohio for being bicycle merchants, the reporters completely missed what was newsworthy about this event. And as I read this story, that this teaches us all something about great aspirations. And that is, if you ever had a great aspiration for yourself, ladies and gentlemen, so many times that you might be completely misunderstood. People might completely overlook your dream. And I've been there, and perhaps you have too. But we have to realize that that's okay. Definition, to be a person of great aspiration means to be a person who can see nobody else can see and dream something nobody else can dream. So ladies and gentlemen, we are all always only as big as our dominant aspiration. Let me say that again. We are all always only as big as our dominant aspiration. And this conference, Aspire 2017, is a gathering of dreamers, doers, and people of great aspirations. So thank you all for joining us here as we together push the boundaries of what we think can be possible. So on that note, friends, what do we have in store for all of you at Aspire 2017? Well, we have education and enrichment through renowned speakers and distinguished individuals such as Rohan Pallewatta and Yasas Hewage. We will also be having plenty of inspiration and insights by some tremendously talented speech contestants in the humorous speech and evaluation contest. We will also have plenty of fun and fellowship. As you just saw, we've got professional dancers, we've got some really witty MCs, and you will see them later on this evening. And we also, most importantly, have the company of great Toastmasters and friends who are just waiting to be made. And as we kickstart this event together, friends, I would now like to officially welcome and appreciate the presence of our District 82 Club Growth Director, Toastmasters Sarma Mahalingam, Division A Director, Teacher Harsha Subhashna, splendid Division Council, fantastic family of President Committee and the members of all our 25 clubs in Division A. And we'd also like to welcome all the guests who've joined us from beyond Division A and even some beyond Toastmasters to come this morning and participate wholeheartedly. So thank you for giving us the gift of your presence. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this hall will very shortly be house full. In fact, we will be having a house full of 250 people in the audience here this morning. I'm sure you'll agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, that this is an unprecedented number for a single division conference, 250 people. So can we start by appreciating and applauding all of you for coming here at huge numbers? Thank you so much. Thank you for showing us what team spirit is made of, and thank you for being here present in huge spirit and energy. And friends, on that note, I would now like to invite you to enrich your skills, engage in new friendships, and as well as expand your vision of what is possible for you to achieve. Longfellow said, "The heights of great men, reached and kept, were not attained by single flight. But they, while their companions slept, were toiling upwards in the night." And just like Orwell and Wilbur Wright, and just like all of you here this morning, friends, I encourage you to keep flying, keep aspiring, and of course, enjoy the rest of the conference. Thank you for being with us here this morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aspire 2017.
Did you ever dream that the public speaker, the champion public speaker, would be a Sri Lankan? I did.
And did you ever dream that the president of Toastmasters International would be a Sri Lankan? Yes. Well, our Nasalambar Raj did.
Well, the next big dreamers could be among you today. It could be you, or you, or you. Well, perhaps we would see one of our big dreamers on this stage today in a moment.
It gives us great pleasure to invite to the stage a gentleman known as the Big Brother of Toastmasters. A past president of CIM Toastmasters Club, he has also served as Area Governor, Area A3, and Lieutenant Governor Marketing, Division A. He is the Group Chief Operating Officer at Gateway Group of Companies, a guest lecturer on leadership at many universities, and a corporate trainer at several conglomerates. And of course, he is none other than the Division Director of Division A, Distinguished Toastmaster, Harsha Subhashana.
At one point of time, I felt like I was lost. There's no one there. Things are not going forward. This is not happening. I was truly lost. Mr. Club Growth Director, District 82, Event Chair, Trishma Pinto, the district officials, division officials, area officials, and most importantly, my dear brothers and sisters from Division A as well as the other divisions of District 82. I'm sure we all feel like that at some point of time. When you have challenges in life, you feel you're lost. There's no one to help you. You feel that there's no one to talk to. You feel like it's not going forward. I know all of you are fantastic leaders over here. I need not explain this feeling too much because all of us have gone through this lane. But at the same time, you find that there are fantastic people from nowhere coming and giving you the hand to step up, asking you whether there's any help needed. And that's the success of this conference, Aspire 2017 Division A. Those fantastic people who was behind me, who was in front of me, who was inside of me, who were lifting me up when I fell down. We wanted to bring in many people from the academic world to tell you what they have gone through, whether they have a backward trends for them in their journey, and what happened when they're coming forward, how they became so successful in life. As Rishma said, those are fantastic people talking today, sharing your experience, rather their experience with you, how they became successful. But when we were coming through this Aspire conference, I was really wondering, do we really need them? Because there was a living example in front of me. It was happening day by day. It's just that I have to share this story with you, how this conference became so successful. I thought is enough. But then, of course, we have to have a mix. We have someone from sports, he's also an academic, and then we have someone who has gone not only to the pinnacle of Sri Lankan corporate world, also to the pinnacle of world corporate arena. They all have these kind of challenges. But the first challenge I had was, right at the beginning, we started, as you know, that Division A is popular, planning ahead, sending the schedule even before we started the year. So we wanted to start well in advance. So we joined with Division H. As district suggested, that it's a joint conference for all divisions for various reasons. So Trishma as the conference chair and Gayan as the co-chair, they all went, met the people and met even the people over here and the other relevant authorities. The things were going forward. So I was happy. Wow, what a smooth start. Fantastic. And then on one of those days, so around 8 o'clock in the night, I'm getting a call from Trishma. Okay, that's nothing unusual because we are organizing a conference. Trishma calls me most of the time. Gayan calls me most of the time. But what I heard from the other end, just about a month for the conference, Division H is going away. Their members cannot come to Colombo because they're outstationed. They do not want coming all the way here from places like Jaffna, Vaunia. I mean, it takes one whole day. We never thought about it. And I'm not blaming Division A. These are things that you come across. And then the hall was organized by them. This is actually their hall. And then many other things have been planned accordingly together. But one thing I heard from them was, Harsha, that's okay, don't worry, we can handle this. Let's go on. That was the best I heard about conference after a couple of days, that it's okay, we're still there, we can go forward. It's almost like a 50% loss, but still, we managed to do that. And the next challenge was to have that numbers, because if it's a conference, obviously it has to have about 200 people. If not, we're not doing a good show for the fantastic contestants coming over here, and then the speakers, the international level speakers coming over here. I'm just to speak to 10, 15 people, or maybe maximum about 75 was what I was thinking when we were moving away from the joint conference. But Guyana came with this target, 200. That sounded a bit too optimistic. Like, no, it's not going to happen. But then I didn't want to discourage. I said, okay, let's go on. Let's plan it accordingly. So then things were going forward again. And we were reaching numbers. Till about last week, we were just about 50 people registered. So everybody, including the area directors, the club officers, every individual member, one by one, fell in line with the target of 200. Things were happening. Once again, and here, a few days ahead of the conference, we hear that we're reaching 200. Most of us thought this is not going to work. This is too ambitious for us. In fact, when we consulted people who have organized international level conferences, they said, no, I think to be practical, let's think about somewhere around 150. So none of us thought that we can get these people. So it's all about teamwork. I think wherever, whenever you need help, when you're doing challenging things, when you're targeting things that are too ambitious, make sure that there are people around. You asked me today what my success story, Aspire 2017, icebreaker for the conference, rather the division council, or anything that we have done so far, is because those fantastic people with you. And you might wonder, in fact, from the director club growth, Salma was talking to me when we were at the we were ready for the grand entrance. Like, when you have good people, you can just relax. You need to have fantastic people as a leader. But I disagree, Salma. That point I didn't tell you. I was probably the first to come over here today for the conference. I was carrying, banners and all of that. You need to set that example as a leader. It's not easy. There are 26 in my team, the main officer team. And then the whole council is BPNs and presidents together. There are times that I've failed as a leader. One good example was the division trip. We had to reschedule it to the end for various reasons. I'm not blaming people. I mean, it's just that it wasn't practical. We haven't fixed the date right because the contest was started. So there are issues like that. And then again, you're handling people from different walks of life, different objectives in a team. Some probably wants to find a spouse. Some wants to find, to get highlighted themselves. Now, there's nothing wrong, people, of any of those objectives, I'm telling you, as long as they work for the team objective. It's okay, because each individual will have their own objectives of joining a team, especially a voluntary team. So you have to manage them as well. You have to give room for them. You have to be with them. You have to make sure that they do not feel left alone. So this is the success of aspiring anything in your life. It could be a conference. It could be your next career goal. It could be your next speech championship. It could be winning the world championship. Make sure you have the right people with you, handle them right, give room for their personal objectives, but they're with you for your objective as well. With that, I wish good luck for all of you, and you'll enjoy this conference. There are many interesting activities we have lined up. Aspire 2017 Division Conference, Division A.
Thank you, big brother.
Praveen, do you have a dream?
Well, yes, I do have a dream, Aisha. I think if you aspire to be something more, if you dream really big, and if you reach for the stars, you will at least end up on a permanent way. So yes, I sure believe in that.
And have you written down your dream? Because I've heard that the act of writing down a goal cements it in your reality.
Well, actually, that's a good point. Have you defined your dream? Have you written it down?
Today or tonight, even now if you feel like it, take a moment to write down your biggest dream. Because once you do, the whole universe will start conspiring to make it a reality.
Next up, we have a gentleman whose aspirations have taken him into great heights. A past president of Colombo Toastmasters Club, he has also served as the area director of Area A2, assistant program quality director and TLI coordinator of Division A, an entrepreneur who's driven by his aspirations. And he founded the company who introduced crystal, drinking, bottled water, and my cola.
Ladies and gentlemen, please recognize the District 82 Club Growth Director, Toastmasters, Sarma Mahalinga.
Good morning, Division A.
Good morning.
Good morning, Division A.
Good morning.
Now I know 250 people are here. It's so comfortable to be in your own division conference. When I walked in and when I saw the whole setup, I thought, wow, this is a conference. I'm attending the 5th one. And I really can say, even I can go on the records, that this is the best setup. Past district officials and present district officials, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. Last year, we had a joint conference of Division A and J, and Division Director also here with us today. And I was the co-conference chair of the division. Putting up a division like conference like this is not easy, as I experienced. Especially working with the different divisions and with more number of committee members in a division conference. Sometimes when you are an aggressive leader and when you are successful, it's not easy to cope up with the voluntary organization setup. It's a great learning for me, the last division conference, because sometimes you have to slow down yourself and let others to come out. That I learned the true leadership on the last division conference. You allow them to do things and also respect others' opinion. And also it makes you and tends you give you an option to slow down yourself. It's not easy to learn those kind of learnings when you are in a leadership position, especially when you are working together with many committee people. It's not easy to have to put up a conference like this, unless otherwise we should have a proper team and should work as a team. And I know the difficulty this Division A committee as conference chair, co-conference chair, and the other members have gone through to bring you here, to cheer our speakers. The amount of input, amount of effort that these speakers have taken themselves, same amount of energy and same amount of effort you need to put up a conference. Today, there are 250 people in this audience, and the Division A has 25 clubs with 950 membership. Why we are here? Of course, I know you are here to mainly to cheer your speakers, but this is a conference really worth for people who have not say failed but couldn't make it to the area level and division level as speakers. They should be here with us today. If they are here, I'm very happy that for them to learn the labs what they have in their speeches and evaluations. This is also a platform for international speech contestants which they are going to come up for the next year to go to the convention. If these international speakers who are willing to take part in international speech, they should be here with us today to see the pulse of the members. What are the latest trends? What are the techniques he or she can use during his international speeches? And more importantly, the attendees of this conference today should take this message and share with the club members. We are here today to cheer our speakers. The same enthusiasm we can show in each and every member in our club, we can grow comfortably. And these the numbers in our conferences. Generally, we have seen when depends on the membership, 20 to 25% of the people attend the conference. Where is the 75%? We always say a Sunday, and it's very difficult to make it on Sunday for a conference. So any events which Toastmasters come up with. But keep in mind, this is the only thing where you spend time for yourself. When you're on Sunday at home, the only day you are a lazy day and do all your homework, and you have never given an opportunity if you are a man to speak with, allowed to speak at home with your opposite against your wife, and here you have been allowed to speak to each and every person. And when I speak to a few new members in the morning, then the only thing what I ask them, what is the only thing you can specify me that which helps you to be in Toastmasters? Few of them told clearly that they are here, they are in the club because of the networking and meeting people. So this is a big opportunity for you all to speak to people and get to know them and make sure that how far you are faring in your club, how far you have grown up as an individual. It's really going to help you. Today I am here with you because the district director and program directors are at Division H. And I really wanted to go to Division H because it's a club. This division consists of clubs outside Colombo, because we should help this type of clubs only because they need a lot of input from the district. But DTM Ajanta said, no, this is your division, you should go there, and we will make sure that we will go to Division H. So the district gave me the blessing to be with you, and I take this opportunity to congratulate the speakers and each and everyone. We already won because we have come up to the division level. A division is full of energy, full of speakers, where you can make it through and come on stage and speak in Division A conference. It's a special privilege for you to be as a speaker today. And I thank all the committee who have put this conference in a certain magnitude, and also I wish you, everybody in this audience, take this message and go and spread among your clubs and make sure that you bring more and more people and share the learnings together with them. Thank you. I would like to call upon the conference chair and co-conference chair, Trishma and Gayan, to recognize from the district. One piece of information from the district, there will be, we are going to have on the January 5th and 6th Region 13 and 14 training session in Sri Lanka. On the 5th of January, we are going to host a dinner with the education session for the Toastmasters. There will be almost 40 district travels will be in Sri Lanka, spreading to 16 countries. And from the Toastmasters International, that Daniel Rex and Sally, the second in command, and 4 other officials from Toastmasters International will be here in Sri Lanka. We are going to have it on the 5th evening, 6:30 at HNB Auditorium, followed by the dinner. So we will be circulating the e-flyer after the reverbs. So this is only first come, first serve basis, because only 260 people can be taken in. Because it's almost on the auditorium size is about 300. So if you are really interested, please, when you see the flyer, then you can register yourself. It will be charged 1,500 rupees per member, and it's a big opportunity for you to speak, associate and network with the 16 different countries, 40 odd people who will be in Sri Lanka on the 5th of January. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the big event.
Yes, just for you, we have brought together some of the division's biggest dreamers and most talented speakers.
That's right. Now, it's time for the evaluation contest. And to kick things off, we would like to introduce our contest chair for today. Well, she is a member and a past president of R.R. Donnelly Toastmasters Club and the immediate past area director of Area A4 and HR manager at R.R. Donnelly. She's also a fan of progressive rock music. who enjoys reading psychological thrillers? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Nadia.
Thank you, Praveen and Aisha. Good morning. Oh, that's nice for a Sunday morning. While most are dreaming of success, winners wake up and work hard to achieve it. That is exactly why all our contestants are here bright and early on this Sunday morning. We must follow a few ground rules to honor this commitment from our contestants. This includes ensuring to switch off your mobile phones or putting them on silent mode. Can we please take a few seconds and ensure to do that and give me a thumbs up when you're done? Thank you. I humbly request the audience to remain seated while a contestant is on stage, as any movement will distract the speaker. Sergeant at Arms will secure all doors once the contest begins. No flash photography is allowed when the contestant is delivering his or her speech. There are plenty of photo opportunities later during the contestant interview. Refrain from cheering or applauding while the speaking order of the contestants is being read out. Please keep in mind that the speaker needs to finish the speech on time. She should not be disturbed in that trend of thought with the excessive cheering or applauding. After the contest, no one